Hi, I'm Lora Rose.
I'm Abby, and this is Beyond the Home Study.
We are two adopted moms navigating the real-life journey beyond paperwork and placement.
Thanks for being here. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Beyond the Home Study podcast. This is where we have real conversations with foster and adoptive parents. So, welcome back, everyone, to another episode. Lora Rose, what are we chatting about today?
Well, we are coming at you guys with a wins, woes, and what's happening, which basically means Abby and I are just going to sit here and chat for however long.
I'm so glad you're the one who says that, because when I think of it, I'm like I get tripped up on the alliteration when I'm just even thinking about
wins,
it.
Woes, and what's happening?
Wins, woes, and what's happening. It's I don't know. It's funny.
It's like a tongue twister.
Not really a tongue twister. I just it doesn't. I don't feel like it comes out very clear.
Okay.
Something. I'm glad you say it. Anyways, yeah. So, okay. One thing I was thinking about today is that some people, when they hear this, it will be like summer's over. Like they're done. School has started. Summer's over.
Oh, yeah.
Other people want to extend summer as long as possible. And the reason I was thinking about this is because I saw someone post about the first day that pumpkin spice lattes come out at Starbucks.
When is it?
So it's usually the third week of August, which is when this will be coming out. So I need to know from you. Are you I need fall right now and I'm going to go get my pumpkin spice latte and usher in fall? Or are you no, let's extend summer. I'm still working on my tan. I want it to be summer.
What do you think I am?
I have an idea, but I'm going to let you share.
Totally that leaf just changed. It's fall.
Yeah, that's what I figured. You're I'm going to wear my flannel and go get my pumpkin spice latte.
Yes. It may be 80 degrees, but I have my pumpkin spice latte, yeah.
That's I remember going to Huber's or any of the Mulberry, any of the big orchards and things that were around where you go pick apples and be absolutely sweating. Wearing a tank top and shorts, yeah. Sweating, but trying so hard to bring fall.
Yes.
And so I feel I've just embraced the let's just have summer longer. And when it gets cold, It gets cold. So I feel I've kind of flipped.
Oh, that's interesting. So here's the thing. I just love the change of seasons.
Yeah.
If someone's what's your favorite season? I'm it's not that I have a favorite season. It's the change.
Yeah.
That's what I like. So I'm just excited that the change is here. But I do think this is funny. So I classify people as they're a pumpkin spice latte person. And to me, there's a whole image in my mind. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And it's the way that they have their house, the way that they dress, the way that they do things. They're a pumpkin spice latte person. I am not a pumpkin spice latte person at all. However, I love pumpkin spice lattes.
Love it. That's so funny.
It's my dirty little secret.
I love it.
I don't want anyone to know, but I actually love pumpkin
That's
spice
so
lattes.
funny. I think last year maybe, I don't know. I don't really drink pumpkin spice lattes hot. If I go to Starbucks, I want something cold and I want the cold foam on top. So I like a double shot of espresso with pumpkin cold foam on top. That was what I discovered last year that I actually really like. Because the latte is just too much for me to handle.
See, I'm so anti pumpkin spice latte mom that I only get my pumpkin spice latte at other coffee shops.
Yeah. You're I avoid Starbucks at all costs.
Yeah, I do. But I will say their cold foam is good, but I don't like cold coffee that much. It's not that I don't like it. It just it's half the reason I'm going is for a warm drink.
Yeah. Well, especially as you're ushering in the cold weather. You want a nice
No,
warm
I do it in the
something.
summer too.
Oh, okay. You need like something
They
warm
always
in
think
your
I'm
hand.
crazy. It'll be like 80 degrees. And I'm like, can I have that hot, please? And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah.
I mean, to each his own, you know? It's just how
To
it
each his
goes.
own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a mission. I really want an espresso machine. I'm like plotting and planning. We've never had one. We've never even had like an espresso or anything, you know, like pods or whatever. So I'm like, do I do that first? And like that's my foray into like full espresso
No, do
machine,
not
or
get
do
an
I just
espresso.
do I
No.
just like go all in?
Go all in, but I got a really good one off Facebook Marketplace.
That's what I've been looking at. I've been
Yeah, like I found
scouring.
one for $20.
Mm,
Now it did crap out on me after like 2 years, but that was like
2
2
years.
years of like daily like heavy usage.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep looking.
Mhm.
I'll let you know if I find one. I really don't want to pay like $1,000 for one. So.
I'm telling you, it was like $20, and I think new
Yeah.
it was like $250.
Oh, okay. That's not even that bad.
Right. That's why I'm like, you don't have to get like the $1,000 one. Like that
Yeah.
$250 one would have honestly that would have been worth it. Like
Yeah. Yeah. If you're
it
using
was
it
good.
every day.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And it did. And we made our own syrups at that time. Like I used to make like a vanilla, like we would just, it's really simple to make like your own simple syrup.
Yummy. Did you ever
And
make
so we
your
did that.
your own pumpkin flavored syrup?
No, but I feel inspired. I'm like, maybe I should.
It's probably not that hard. I feel like I did it once, but
I'm sure
I
it's
think
not.
I did like a cold foam because you do like a scoop of the pumpkin puree with pumpkin like the seasoning, like the powdered.
Yeah, pumpkin
powder.
spice
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, as the
So the
fall
next
gets
time we
in,
chat,
yeah,
I may be drinking a well,
we need to get
decaf. I can't.
we need to get you like an orange, like a burnt orange cup, so that if you're drinking out of that, we know you're drinking your latte.
Speaking of cups, I really, really need to get a new Ember mug. It's
I
like
do
really
too.
bothering me.
I don't have one
I
right
need to
now
just
either.
do it.
I know.
We're twinning
I
with
know.
our broken embers.
Well, okay, mine is because if you all have been here since the very beginning of this show, Ember was like one of the things that brought us together.
Like we were really hoping to one day be sponsored by Ember.
Hey, we can hold out hope. I think let's keep hoping. But we did a giveaway for an Ember mug. So like we bought it, well, Beyond the Home Study, whatever. The podcast bought it. We gave it away as like our very first thing. And then we always had it. Like, cause we actually used to record more in the mornings too. So we were like on our first or second cup of actual coffee.
We should do that again.
So we'd have it.
I liked that.
I know.
I don't think I could make that work, but we should do that.
If we didn't have all these children running around, we could probably do it. But no, okay, so my problem is, so when I bought the Ember mug for the podcast giveaway, I bought a second one too, because I needed I think I needed a charge base or a cord, or like I needed some part of it.
Yeah.
My mug was fine, but like it just wasn't charging. Those little like springs that are at the bottom or on the base, whatever. So I used my old mug with the new charging base for like however long it was. What has it been, a year and a half or something? And so I've been like using that. Well, the charging base just went out like a month ago. And so the mug is like basically brand new, but it won't charge. I'm like, okay, Ember, can you figure out a way to do like wireless charging? Like there's got to be a different way, because those little tiny prongs, like they just don't work after a while. So I don't know.
And it's hard because you're like, on one hand, it's really frustrating because you're like, this is not a cheap like thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep replacing this, but at the same time, so this is where I struggle. I'm like, on one hand, I'm like, I use this every single day, and like it's cheaper than going out and getting coffee, so like it's worth it, but at the same time, it's really hard to buy again when you're like, but I could just use a mug, like a regular mug.
Yeah, I have resorted to like a small mug, like not espresso small, but like smaller mug. I pour like halfway up. I like drink that and then I go refill it, and I just refill it a couple times. So it's like semi-warm still. So
But if you get your espresso machine, you're not going to want to do that because you don't just like have a coffee pot that you refill.
I know, it's true. All right, well, I guess I gotta go shop for an espresso machine and an Ember mug. So, see ya.
So if anyone would like to gift us some coffee things, we both need an Ember mug.
Yeah. Otherwise, we're not going to make it to these nighttime recordings that we keep doing.
I know.
Anyways,
It's okay. I have all my M&Ms, my Sugar Rush.
Well,
I
there
won't
you
eat them
go.
right now because you'll hear it.
Yeah, you'll be chomping on them. I loaded up on fruit before this. So I had watermelon and peaches that needed to be eaten. So that was my little post-dinner treat, I guess.
Oh, wow.
It was like very summery fruit. It was good.
That is,
They were
you're
all
like
tasty.
extending the summer and
Yep.
even your food.
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
Abby, give us some wins. Tell me what's going well in your life right now.
Okay, well, the biggest one that I was like racking my brain, I'm pretty sure we haven't talked about. But if we have talked about it, I'll come up with another one. We have our adoption date set. And
I don't think you've shared this.
I don't think I've shared it publicly. And what's kind of cool is I was looking at when this is coming out. It will be a few days after this episode comes out that we'll have finalized our adoption. So it will happen this month, which is so exciting. You know, just fingers crossed, pray all the prayers that every I is dotted and T is crossed, because as you all know, our paperwork journey has been really something. But I think it's all going to happen and be fine. Our attorney seems like 100% fine. Everything is going to go through, and we're having a big party. We're like inviting a ton of people, having a big party. We get to be on Zoom because the adoption was in California. So the court is in California. We'll be here in Ohio, and we'll do it all over Zoom. And we've got like we're gonna like project it so that everybody who's there can see.
Love that.
And like I'm hoping it kind of like feels like they're in the courtroom. Like I hope we feel like we are too a little bit, but like the way I think we're going to set it up, I think it'll really feel like it. So yeah, that's very exciting.
That's super fun.
Yeah. So that's like, I feel like the biggest win that I could ask for in this season of like, we've been trudging through, and I know other people wait like so much longer for these things, but I'm just like ready to cross the finish line, get the social security cards, get the passports, get all the identification changed over, and just be good to go. So that's my big win to report.
Passports.
Yeah, because you're going to go out of the country. Yeah.
That's not till next year, but I do need to, it's like, I keep forgetting that. Anyway, I mean, your win's going to trump any win that I have because it's like the best win that you can have. So thanks a lot for setting the bar so high.
I mean, it's really nothing of my doing that it happened right now in time to report, but it worked out. So there you go.
There you go.
What about you?
Moral of the story, guys, when you adopt, it can take a very long time to actually adopt.
Oh, goodness. It can take a long time.
Wins for me. Let's see. Where's my slipper? We broke down and got the kids a play set.
Oh.
Like for the backyard. But we did the
fun.
Facebook Marketplace thing.
Yeah.
Because I've talked about this before, but I like went back and forth on getting a play set or not because they rot and like they go unused, and I was like, I don't know if I really want one of these. Well, I finally was like, okay, well, if I find one for free or like cheap, then I'll get it, because then I don't feel bad, like whatever. So we found one. It was quite the adventure getting it.
Did you have to like rent a truck, or did you take it apart, or what did you do?
We did have to rent a truck, which thankfully, like, we live across the street from a Home Depot, so it's very easy for us to like rent a truck. And I drive to the place with the kids. Greg had to go pick up the truck. And I was like, I'll go ahead and start like taking it apart. And they weren't home. And I was like, okay. But they're like, just go on in the backyard. Like, we'll be home soon. And I was like, okay. So we like go back there. The neighbor comes over and starts like talking to me. It was weird. I was like, no. Like, I don't know who the people, I don't even know who lives here. Okay. The kids were like having a really hard time with like getting off the play set so that we could actually take it apart.
Man.
because they were like, we want to play on it. So that was a struggle. Well, then it's not that hard to take apart because we didn't get a huge one. But well, then we didn't have one tool. Greg had a massive bag of tools, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know I was gonna need this one tool." So he had to go home, get the tool, come back. Which thankfully, they were not far. They're like 8 minutes from our house.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, so it wasn't terrible. But then the place set itself was like sunk into their ground.
Ay, ay, ay.
So when we went to like get it out, like the bottom boards are not great.
Yeah.
They're like rotted, you know?
Mhm.
So right now we just like reinforced all the bolts and I put a few extra screws in, but I really need to like replace a few boards
Yeah.
at the bottom, which isn't a big deal, but they love it. So
That's so
and works good.
fun. I
Yeah.
know of a family, so I think they moved their playset like from one house to the other, or a neighbor gave it to, I don't know. It was like close by. Like somehow they like moved it from close by, I think. And they had to like actually saw through some of the like had to like actually cut it apart to like get to move it because it was a bigger one. And so then they had to reinforce it with just like new boards. And so it like looks kind of funny, like when you actually look at it, because you're like, what's going on up there? Like, is it safe? Is everything good? And it's fine. So, I mean, it can all be done. It can all be reinforced. We have ours. We did ours like the same way with the Facebook Marketplace, and we took it all apart. And it was like kind of like splintery. Like I felt like I needed to sand the whole thing down before the kids could play on it. And I just decided I'm going to power wash it first because it had like some of it was stained, some of it wasn't, just like whatever, different things. So I power washed it last summer. Yeah, probably like last August or September, and never did anything else to it. So it's just back there like bare wood, just it works great. It's fine. Maybe one day I'll actually like paint it and finish it, but that's not today.
That's what I keep saying. I was like, part of me is like, I should power wash this and I could stain this. I could make this, I could replace a couple boards and take like, this one's a smaller one. So it's probably like a $600 one, something like that. I'm like, I could take that and make it look really nice. And then the other part of me is like, but it's safe and they're already playing on it. So why would I waste my time?
It works fine. I know. I feel like one day if I'm like, I need a project to do, I'm going to go stain the swing set. Then I'll do it. But
then you can do it. Yeah. I have other projects going on. I have another win. I'm going to go twice in a row. Okay. My other win is I think I mentioned that I'm redoing my kitchen.
Yes.
But I'm doing it myself.
How's that
going? Which is a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Because every time I buy something, I feel like so anxious. I'm like, Greg's like, you never have anxiety when you spend money. I was like, yeah, because like it's never been contingent on like my ability. I was like, like I'm buying like cabinets and I'm like, well, hopefully when I paint it, it looks good. Hopefully when I install it right, But I did get a couple of the cabinets in and I did get them installed.
Nice.
So they're not painted yet, but that was a win.
Are you like taking before and after pictures or like progress or something? You should, so we can at least.
I mean, I'm sure I have some. I should make sure. I should be more intentional. Yeah.
It'd just be kind of fun. I feel like those are like the fun things to see the transformation of like what it was to what it becomes. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Fun times.
Well, that's fun. I like it. Yeah. I'm trying to think if I have another win. Something else going on. I flew by myself to my friend's mom's funeral, which was like a very bittersweet weekend, and I was thankful to see my friend and all the things, but it was really sad. But I have like had very severe anxiety when I fly, and I didn't really know, which like I have flown all the time forever, and it like It's so strange. I don't know if it's like since I've become a mom, like I can't pinpoint like when it started, but I have decided, and like I honestly didn't even know that it was anxiety until like maybe this trip or like the trip that I took last, but I get like super nauseous. Like I was thinking like I was getting like motion sick. So I would take like Dramamine or whatever. And I'm actually going to get for our next trip we're taking, I'm going to get like those pressure point bands just to see
Yeah.
like if maybe like, I don't know. I'm not really, again, I'm like totally self-diagnosing. But this last trip I was on, I was like, I think this is anxiety. And like, for a variety of reasons, I won't go into all the different things. But on my way home, I was like, okay, I figured this out. Like, took some different steps of like, here's what I'm going to do. And I had like the most wonderful, peaceful flight despite turbulence. So I was like, okay, I'm not nauseous because of the
Yeah.
motion and whatever. But I just like sat, I read a whole book, which I'm like, when is the last time I've like sat down and just like fired through and like actually finished the book. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like a self-discovery and a win all at the same time. So
Yeah, that is interesting.
I don't know what's going on with me.
Anxiety, I feel like anxiety is so interesting in general. Just like the way that it affects everyone is so different. And I feel like people think it's like depression too. Like people think that there has to be this like conscious thought
Yeah.
that makes it anxiety. And I'm like, no, like you literally can have the feeling and not know that there's the thought that there's
No.
anything going on. I
No,
know it's
and
wild.
I'm like doing all the I'm like thinking through, okay, like all the different things, whatever. But I think I don't actually, whenever we talked last, like we were talking about like all the different, to-do lists and how to keep things straight and all that. Like
Mhm.
I felt like my mind was just kind of like running a million miles an hour. And then I was about to go travel solo, which already was like making me kind of feel anxious of like, I'm leaving by myself and all these things are happening, whatever, all the different stuff. And then I was going to a funeral. So I'm also like all in the feels of all that. So I don't know. It was wild. But on the way home, it was actually so interesting. This airport that I was leaving from, my flight was delayed, which you would think would like cause some like, am I going to be okay? I'm getting anxious. But they had live music, like just these people
Oh, wow.
playing live music in the middle of like right by my gate. I'm just sitting there. So I'm like sitting there reading my book with this live music. And I was
Listening
like
to music.
so calm. And like, yeah, it was great. So the flight home was super smooth.
I love traveling by myself. It's the best.
I know. Once I got to the airport by myself and like was, knew I was going to be on time and make my flight and all the things, I really felt good. But I think it was like all the stuff leading up to it. I just felt like terrible going into it. So yeah, just too much mental load.
I actually love flying because even if I'm not solo, if there's TVs on the flight, because we don't use screens when we travel yet.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not I think everyone should do this. We just don't do this yet. Okay. But when we're on a flight that has a TV screen like in front of the kids, I'm not going to say no because like it's literally like right there. That feels almost like mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it takes so much pressure off because I'm just like, wow, I don't have to feel like any way. We're all going to watch our own shows.
You're
and
like,
I'm
it's like
just
so
going to sit
passive.
here.
Yeah.
It is so passive and it's so enjoyable.
Yeah, I know. That's like that's what I'm hoping for our next flight because we'll have the kids with us on the next one. And I'm like, I do prefer it. I do prefer flying to driving, even though the like prep is different. But I do prefer like the actual act of like getting from one place to the other on a plane. So much better. And it's so passive.
Much better.
Like you just sit back and you're like, I'll close my eyes.
Yes.
You guys do what you need to do.
I know. It's so nice. Plus, like, there's so much change. Like, it's funny because where are we going? I don't remember. Oh, when we're talking about the Mexico trip for next year, I was like, my mother-in-law was like, well, there's gonna be a layover. And I'm like, no, that's perfect.
Yeah.
She's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, no, like I want a layover because then it makes the flights are like shorter. It's like the perfect length. Now my kids get to get out, walk around, see something different. Oh, now we're gonna get back on, do it again.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like the perfect thing where like a car, I mean, it's hard. They're
Yeah.
like bored and they want to get out and pee and it's
And
just
then there's no way to like stand up and even just like walk down the aisle to stretch your legs out or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. So that was another win. Reading my book, diagnosing myself with travel anxiety, and then not having it on the next flight.
Diagnosing and solving the problem, or
Maybe I just like needed to acknowledge it. I don't know. We'll find out if it continues. We'll find out if I actually solved it or not.
what about woes? You got any woes?
Oh, okay. So this one,
She's like, oh, I have woes.
in the spirit of in the spirit of home projects and home renovations. Okay. I think when we were going to record this, like whatever that was a couple weeks ago when we had like started talking about this was the day that this all happened. So you would have caught some more raw emotion if we would have done this before, but I'll try to bring it back. So I think I talked maybe on one of the last chatty episodes about our patio that we like had planned to put in. So we had concrete poured. We got some outdoor furniture that's like nice, and we got this huge long table because we wanted to like host people out there, and our table inside is just smaller. So we wanted like big open space. So we did all this, and we had like 2 different events that we had planned to host people in our backyard. And so that was like kind of we needed like a deadline for ourselves of like, we need to get this done before these days. So the last thing that we needed to do was to put our lights up, to put string lights up. And I'm like, we've done this before. We've lived in like all these different places. We've always put like cafe lights outside. Like this has happened before. Well, we've always had like a fence or a pergola or something that we would attach it to. So this was our first time trying to figure out how are we going to keep these lights up, because they're just there's nothing there. It's like from the house to nothing. So, I did all the research. I'm like watching the YouTube videos. I'm like, oh, this is so easy. Like you buy the pot, you pour the concrete in, you put the post in, ta-da, it's done, it's ready, put the lights up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the first one, we did the whole thing, put the concrete. It wasn't me who did it. It was someone else, another adult in my house that primarily did this, with another adult in my life who I'm not going to throw under the bus and name, but they were the ones who primarily did this. So then we go to pull the pots, up to the patio to put the lights up. The posts are completely crooked, and not just like a little, not just like, if you're watching this, not just like a little lean, like this,
like a 45-degree angle.
Oh, like maybe not that much, but like, I'm closer to 45 than to straight.
90
to 90,
whatever.
Yeah, whatever it would be. 90 to the ground. I don't know. So that wasn't going to fly. Like that wasn't going to happen.
No.
Yeah. So
and they're like totally solid. Like,
oh yeah. Like they've sat there for 2 days. Like they're secure. Yeah. So, I was like, okay, so let's back to it. Actually, I think my mom sent me a video on Instagram of like, you put a PVC pipe into the pot and then you put a 2x2 into the PVC pipe. And so like, really, you're just making sure the PVC, which is only like 2 feet, rather than like an 8-foot thing, trying to get an 8-foot thing to be straight. You're just doing like the PVC at the bottom and like making sure that's really straight to the bottom of the pot. Okay, let's do that. Did it, like looked great, put the 2x2 in, started stringing the lights, and I don't know what is, again, like this is my woe. The 2x2 just splits in half, like just falls right over. Yeah, like, and not like
Like in the middle, just break.
just splits. Yeah, just splits. And like there was a knot on the wood that probably encouraged the breakage, but also like they weren't going to stay up. The pots were going to tip over. Like if the 2x2 didn't stay up. So yeah. So
you
then
have
we're
no
like,
lights.
so we have no lights right now. And we're like back to the drawing board. What are we going to do? We think we have a plan now, but we're like so gun shy to do anything else because we've tried like 2 things that should work. Like everyone says these should work. I mean, Instagram makes it look like it's going to happen and no big deal. So we have another plan. Hopefully my win
What's
in
your
2
plan?
months will be that I actually have lights. So our plan is we're going to go back to the 4x4, obviously, because the 2x2 failed us. So we're going to go back to the 4x4. We wanted it to be 8 feet so that it's like, the lights like can go over the table and everything and not hit anyone.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a 10-foot 4x4 and put it 2 feet into the ground and cement it. Like we're going to use like the post hole digger thing.
Yeah.
Do that. Make sure it's all the way down. Probably use like a cinder block or some sort of like footer that we can put at the bottom to keep it level when we pour the concrete in, and then string the lights.
Okay.
So yeah, which will be the cheapest option out of any of these options that we've done. So it would have been great if we could have just started with it.
I had a roommate. Do you remember my roommate Stacy?
Yes.
She did it in the ground. I'm pretty sure it was in the ground. They work great.
What? I have a little visitor. Watch out for the cord. Oh, thank you.
And
he brought me a leaf.
Aw, so sweet.
Thanks, did you find it on your hike?
No, not yard.
Oh, just in the yard. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll come see you in a little bit.
Okay? Hey.
Okay, I love you. You smell like chives. He goes in the garden and eats onions. I love you.
Oh, nice.
Close the door. Close it. All the way closed. Wow.
That's like the epitome of like a mom. Like, I love you. Close the door.
They went out for like this little mile hike. So I thought like he brought it back to me from the hike. No, just from the yard.
Like, nope. I just picked that up on the way in. That came off of one of your prized plants.
Yeah, probably. I don't know where this came from. Okay,
Probably came from the plant that you put in the pot that was the failed.
It all comes back around. Okay, so Stacy put hers in the ground. Maybe I need to text her.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, maybe you should because it looked good. I mean, and she painted hers. Did you paint yours?
Well, I don't have them yet, but the goal is
she painted hers black.
Oh, okay. I was thinking
and
I'd
it looked
stain
good.
them, like stain them like a cedar or something. Yeah. I don't know what was going on. I was like, man, obviously Josh and I are like not physics people because I'm assuming that's what you would need to be to know that this is not going to work. Like size of pot to ratio of height to string of, I don't know. I was like,
I guess. I mean, I don't even know. When we were like installing the cabinets, I literally installed the cabinet and then Greg came down and was like, weren't you gonna put like something on the side? And I was like later, like after you paint them? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, like, where's it gonna go? Because you made that flush with the frame of the door.
Oh shoot.
I was like, well, I made a mistake.
You're like, well, I will not be putting a thing at the end anymore.
Well, no, you have to. Because it like would look really bad if I did it. Because it's like trimming it out. Like I was I guess I'm going to undo this and redo it. He was like, I feel like you need me to like check your work.
He needs like to be your like project manager.
Supervisor.
Yeah, your supervisor.
He's like, you can execute, but it's so true. Like there's like he means that with no disrespect and like none taken because I am so like but the thing is that I've learned about these like home projects is that like your professionals make mistakes too.
For sure.
And like I've seen work that like I will go and look at something and I'm like, oh, they didn't screw that in all the way, or like, oh, they missed it, or like whatever. And so it makes me feel a little bit better when I'm doing stuff because I'm like, okay, I know that like, oh, I didn't screw that, like I broke a screw off.
Yeah. Oh,
Greg's
I've done
like,
that plenty of
I
times.
literally don't even know how you did that. He's like, you broke the head of the screw off. How did you do that? I was like, I mean, it's in there though, right? So it's secure.
Yeah. Oh, I broke a drill bit once. The whole drill bit just
I
gone.
have broken many drill bits, but I don't think I'd ever done the screw off in the cabinet, but
That's
whatever.
so funny.
But anyway, but it makes me feel better because I'm just like, you know what? Like professionals make mistakes too. So like at the end of the day, like it's what it looks like. I mean, safety obviously, but like
Yeah.
it's what it looks like at the end. So like who cares if there's like 10 holes in there? Like I can patch the holes if I want.
For sure.
Or I can just leave it.
Or you can leave it because no one's going to know it's there except for you.
I know. It's kind of nice. It's actually like really helpful for like my OCD tendencies.
So funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Is that one of
I'm
your
like,
woes?
just let it go.
Breaking the screw off? Or do you have another one?
No, but no, that one really wasn't much of a woe because I feel like that one was such a win for me.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm not gonna let this like ruin me.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm just gonna fix it. Which is good because I'm sure there'll be lots more mistakes to come. No, my woe. This is a woe that kind of turned into a win too, I guess another one. So my woe is that so we went on this vacation with my family, right? And then when we came back, my kids got sick. And it was like the actual sickness. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Like the actual day of sickness, my son had a fever all day one day, is like kind of glorious because he's like sweet and cuddly and just like sleeps and is chill. And you're like, oh. And then my daughter like didn't get as sick as him. She only got like a fever for a couple hours one day. But I swear these kids were so whiny and clingy for like a week.
Ooh.
And I was like, where did my independence like kids go? And this is in the meantime of like me trying to do all these house projects. So I'm like, and I'm banking on this. I'm like, the reason I decided to take on this project is because we have just hit this like really good independent streak where I'm like, okay, I have time because the kids play and this is great and I can do things. And then they're like, not. And it was like literally every hour, my daughter's like, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. And I'm like, I am gonna just, I can't feed this child anymore.
Like, where's it all going? I'm feeding you.
I know.
Where is it going?
But then the win happened when yesterday I was like, oh, she's going through a growth spurt. Oh my gosh, how did I miss this? Because sometimes I pull things out and I'll be like, okay, pull it back. Pretend you're an OT. Like, this is your client. Like, what's going on? And I really started like thinking about it. And I was like, oh, she's hungry every hour. Her sleep's been like super irregular. And then like the like kind of like extra clingy, like kind of whininess. And I was like, she's totally growing.
Yeah.
And like that has helped, you know, because I'm like, okay. I can take that.
It's kind of like when they were babies, like the leaps, where it's like you have the regression before the progression. I feel like even in toddlerhood, you have that.
Yeah, for sure. But it's like crazy. And then she also had this weird thing, like there's a sore on her gum.
Oh.
And back when she was a baby, she used to get like blood blisters before she would get a tooth that popped through.
Interesting.
Have any of your kids ever had those?
No. Not that I've noticed, at least.
She would get these like they look like massive blood blisters in the back of her mouth, and it was from like a tooth that was erupting.
Wow.
And so she got a little sore in the back of her mouth too, which she's almost 5. I think molars are like 6. I think they're 6 year old
it's a little older.
or 7. It's 6 or 7, but she's an early tooth kid.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm like, okay. But it also was like reminding me that like, just like, there's no fixed season.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, like they are evolving human beings.
Yeah.
Like,
That's like one of the things I feel like if I would have, before I had kids, or even like when my kids were really young, like even when Judah was really young, if I would have thought about it, I could have like gotten there because everything is changing so much. Or like you see other kids before you have your own children, you see other kids like they're growing so much, like their naps change, whatever. But I feel like that's like one of the parts of parenthood that I've never heard anyone speak about in a way that really made sense or like really resonated with me of like you you're never stagnant. Like there's never or like not even stagnant, but like you can't like keep the same schedule. You can't keep the same
yeah.
anything because it's always changing. Even like I know this is like so silly, but I was thinking about it with like some of the girls' clothes, like as they're outgrowing some of these like precious little like summer clothes that I'm like, they won't get to wear this next summer. Like that's sad to me because
Yeah, it's like not a thing.
I love them in this and like I want to preserve it somehow so but they like it's literally everything is changing, even their wardrobe and their shoes and their, everything like
Yeah.
it's all changing all the time. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's so crazy because I feel like with adults, there's like, okay, I discover something about myself and
Uh-huh.
like that stays. It's like, oh, it's almost like I've unlocked a level. And then like you're there for a minute. And then like you may unlock another level, but like it didn't change that one level usually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
It's
just keep
like
you keep
I'm
adding
just
on
like
to it.
building.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm adding on, I'm not replacing. But with our kids, at least in these like I don't know how it'll feel when they're older. Like it's not really like that. I mean, it is in the sense that like you are building on foundational skills and whatnot, but some of them you're just like literally replacing.
Yeah, you're leaving it to gain
Yeah,
something new.
like yes. And so it's not just like, okay, this and this and this. It's
Yeah.
this, okay, instead of that, we're going to do this. Instead of that, we're going to do this.
Mhm.
And so it's weird because like sometimes I'll find myself thinking like, oh, like, and this is just like a thought trap that I have to stop, but like, oh, well, when the kids can't, this is one that goes through my mind. When the kids are older, they can stay home by themselves for an hour and I'll be able to take the dog on a walk by myself. One of the things that like kind of crosses my mind sometimes. And I'll be like, oh, that'll be so nice. And then I'm like, but that's so crazy because, like, yeah, like that's a thing. There will be a time when they can stay home alone. But, like, that's not just like, and then happily ever after, or like,
Yeah.
and then nothing else will change. And then everything will, you know what I mean? I'm like, no, it's so much more convoluted than that.
Mhm. It's wild.
So it's just really, yeah, it's really wild to like think about that. And it kind of changes like it's really helpful to not have that mentality of the like, oh, if I can just get to this next thing, which I'm so prone to do. I'm such a
Mhm.
forward thinker, but like realizing that my kids are like changed so fast
Mhm.
does actually help me stay in the present more
That's
and just
good.
I'm like because then it's like it's almost like every day I'm thinking like okay, what's new? What do we need to change?
Yep.
What do I need to be aware of? As opposed to like, great, we got this routine, we're good.
Mhm.
Because that's like not a thing.
Yeah. I think it's so good. I feel like I've probably said it on here before that like I've heard parents encouraged to at the end of every month think about something that your child like couldn't do and now they can do
Mhm.
independently and like celebrate that and then think about what they can almost do by themselves or like on their own but they can't quite do it yet and like think through how to like push them to do that more so that you're kind of like celebrating, okay, you've become independent and like putting your shoes on or whatever it is. Now it's like, okay, now you've got shoes with laces, like you can almost tie them. So like give you the time, give you the space to like try to get those tied. And like, then you can kind of chronicle those things more and like see the changes happening. I don't know. I like that mindset of being able to celebrate, like, you did this all by yourself. And then also,
Yeah.
there's still so much more. Like, let's see what else can you learn? Like, what next skill can you gain? How can you keep moving forward? It's kind of I don't know, it's kind of like a fun little exercise. I definitely don't do it every month, but like sometimes I catch myself thinking like, oh, he couldn't do that before. Now he can do it. That's pretty cool. So
I think that's a really cool like way to like think about your kids and enjoy them and like enjoy the growth that they've done. But I will say I think that can be used to a negative in that sometimes we see that forward thing and we're like, but he already knows how to put his shoes on. And then we can get frustrated because like, but you know how to do that. I saw you do that yesterday. I know you can do that. You know what I'm saying? And I do find I say this because like I literally had to have a conversation with myself this week where you had a lot of clingy, needy kids. And I was like, but you can do this yourself. You can do this. I know you can do it. And I was like, okay, Laura, you're missing the point. Like independence is not the goal. Like that's literally not the goal of life is like it to be independent. You can, what does that say for someone who's disabled in a way that they can't be independent, that their life, you know what I'm saying? And I have to like really like watch that because sometimes that is my goal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know?
For sure.
But then I had to like remember, I'm like, okay, in this moment, I'm like, it doesn't matter that they physically can do this thing. Like there's so many other like aspects here other than like the physical skill of being able to like take your plate to the sink or whatever that like I need to like think through and be like, okay, but maybe they just like need some connection or maybe they're tired or, you know, whatever.
Or like just think of yourself. Like you are capable of folding laundry and putting it away in your drawers. How often do you really do that because you just don't feel like it and you just let it sit there in that pile?
Don't call me out like that, Abby.
I'm literally this is me. I come into my room and see my piles. But like sometimes I think about that with our kids too. We're totally on tangents, but I think about that too of like there's days that like I don't do the same things. Like I don't stay consistent with I've learned the skill, but do I like walk it out every single time? No, I don't. So it's a challenge. It's a challenge for all of us.
You know what I mean? Like even the routines. Sometimes we're like, kids need routines. I did this to myself today, and the kids are like, you know, well, can we have our popsicle? And I'm like, when the timer goes off, because they like have a timer, and I'm like, that's when we do popsicles, and I'm like thinking to myself, like, why are you being so rigid right now? Like, and I said to them, I was like, we have a routine. And then I was thinking, like, this is so silly. Like, and the timer was like literally set to go off in like 15 minutes. Like, it wasn't even.
It wasn't like 4 hours away.
No. And the reason I had the timer is like, it actually I didn't even set it for that on purpose. It became like an accidental thing. It was supposed to be that room time was over. And that's when we did our popsicle. And we don't really do room time anymore, but we kind of just kept the timer.
Yeah.
And,
so funny.
But I was like, this is so funny. Like, I am like being so ridiculous right now. Like, yeah.
Yeah. It happens to the best of us. It does.
That's what lack of sleep and, you know, when I get my lack of independence, when I want to do something. But anyway.
That's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Anywho. Well, guys, thanks for joining us on this crazy adventure of wins, woes, and what's happening, and really a lot of everything else in between. And I don't even know what we have next week, but it'll be something good, so you should stick around. Bye.
If anything we said today made you laugh, cry, or feel seen, send this episode to another adoptive mom who needs it. And don't forget to follow us at Beyond the Home Study on Instagram.
If you've ever found yourself exhausted, overwhelmed, and wondering, why didn't anyone tell me this part of adoption? Don't worry, you're home now.